All right, as somebody who owns multiple businesses and side hustles, there is an idea that's been sort of floating around. I've been hearing people talk about for the last year that I find so fascinating. And that is the thought that in the United States of America currently, really the only way, the only legal way for a family that doesn't come from money, that doesn't come from wealth, to build any sort of wealth is to have that one steady Eddie person with the steady job, the corporate job, that the 9 to 5 that pays the steady income, that covers the benefits and all of that. And then to have the other person in the family, the other adult, really just absolutely swinging for the fences with a side business. That's really your best opportunity to build wealth if you don't come from money. And I find that so fascinating because I absolutely 100% agree with that. If you're new here, I have been working a 9 to 5 job, but also building side hustles on the side for the last 4 years. We started with a mobile video game truck business and just did that for 3 years alone. And then about a year ago, I started working on a party rental business, really put my head down and have been doing a bunch of work there. And this year we've added a bouquet bar business, a foam party business, Nerf Wars is coming soon. But really just focusing on growing these businesses. I've kept the 9 to 5 because all the money I was making in these side hustle businesses, we needed to reinvest to grow those businesses because we did not have hardly any money to put into a side hustle. And that's really the only way that we could grow it, was me to work the job where I was still getting a salary, but also be working on these on the side. I have now gotten to a point where it's getting close to time for me to maybe step away from the full-time job one of these days. My income from the side hustles has very close to doubled my salary at the 9 to 5. And that's been nice because we need that money to still be able to put into the business, but I also need, our family relies on part of that income. So we're very close though to me being able to step away from the full-time and fully focus on these, no longer as side hustles, but as full-time businesses that we can really grow from here. We've got some good momentum going, and I see so much opportunity. And so I guess I just wanted to put this out there for people that have been thinking about doing it. It is not easy, working a full-time job, running businesses on the side, and I have 3 kids. So it's been a hectic, this last year and a half has been absolutely wild, but it has really paid off. And I'm a big believer in taking some risk and saying, you know, we can have a very busy and hard year or two if it's gonna benefit us in the long run, and I really feel like it has. So if you're somebody that's thinking about starting a side hustle, really wanting to change things for your family, ask me any questions you've got. I'll be as much help as I can, but I will never regret taking the risk. The risks that you take, even if they don't pay off, I never regret those. I always just regret the risks I don't take because you never know what they could have been. So if you've really been looking and thinking about trying it, what's holding you back? Let me know what's holding you back here, because it really can be a game changer for you and your family.